the round lead ball out towards the enemy. Now I say round lead ball, which makes it even nastier than your modern day bullets because instead of going right through you, it kind of plays ping pong with your organs. Right? So another phrase I joined the army in the 18th century. Bon appetit. I'm going to pour some of the black powder into this pan. Now I don't want to pour too much black powder into that pan because I do want to keep my eyebrows on my face. That is the money maker. Don't worry guys, I'm here all week. I'm going to pour the rest of the cartridge down the barrel. And in the 18th century, what you would be left with is this paper tube with a round lead musket ball right here. Now thankfully, today we have this weird thing called the insurance company that prevents us from killing people. So, again, you're welcome. But, who here thinks linear tactics are stupid? Linear tactics, lining up in a big long line and shooting at each other. More hands. More hands. Okay, again, machine gun. Alright? That's because these guns are inaccurate. Since they're inaccurate, the best way to get them to work, line everybody up, big long line. Tell them all to shoot at the same thing at the same time. That way you eventually hit something. Need to reiterate that. Okay, so you might not want to be there. Just a disclaimer. The gun doesn't always like to go off, even on a nice day on the first try. So don't laugh too hard until at least the fifth misfire. And you noticed, I forgot to say, you noticed I removed the ramrod from the barrel. Very important step, because you can turn someone into a shish kebab very easily. So, count of 3, 2, 1. Got really angular. So they make a wound you can't seal. On top of that, they are very sharp. So if you want a picture that's fine, just watch. If you're on my left side and you're taking a picture, just be very careful because these are very... They're dull. And they're dull not because I'm lazy, they're dull because they make a really, really nasty wound. As a dull blade, actually, let me compare this to a steak. You cut a steak with a sharp knife, you nice clean cut steak. So try cutting a steak with a spoon. That's what this is going to do to your flesh. On top of that, does this blade look overly clean to any of you? It's covered in rust, dirt, but what's really nasty is that it's covered because you can shoot while this is fixed. And that's what they did a lot of times. It's covered in this black powder residue. Black powder is made from sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. Saltpeter, which is what makes gunpowder explode, is made by burning, or boiling, I should say, cow poop and cow pee together. So, we're cooking poop and putting it into people. So that's why the Geneva Convention probably outlawed all triangular blades from warfare shortly after World War I, because they thought these were too brutal, which means nuclear bombs are just fine. God forbid you have one of these bad boys. Anyway, so that, oh, you know what? I want to gross you out one more time. And this is kind of unrelated, but as a civilian, soap costs money. So you have to wash your clothes. Well, if you don't have the money for soap, what do you think they used? Here's a hint, you all make it. Sin 2.
Ammonia.
Ammonia! So, you're going to use urine. Again, if you're open.
意思就那么一点点是吧？你就指着，就拿手指，是吧？对，就看着，那么一点点。看不清了，你想多小，就那前面不能看。
睁眼。哇，